All right, this is when I came up with the idea for motor suspension. Why did I come up with this idea? It's because I realized that it was a whole nother market of people that wasn't doing business with me, that didn't want to ship their cars to LA to get the work done, or to America. So why? Because they didn't know how to, they didn't think they were going to get their cars back. They were scared. You got these Compton lowrider gang member guys building cars, allegedly or whatever. So I realized that, hey, they said, we got our own paint shops, we got our own interior shops, we just don't know how to build those frames, we don't know where to get all the chrome stuff for the motors at, we don't know how to put Corvette engines on top of a frame. We don't know where you're getting all these fancy colors frames, and we definitely don't know how to do all that welding. So, can you just sell me that? Now, my buddies, we have been getting proposals for stuff like that for a long time, but if I know you building a $100,000 car, $50,000 car, I'm not gonna just build this frame for you for 20. You see what I'm saying? We packed with work to do, with a whole lot of work. So why would I want to only make 20,000 when I know you got 50 or 100? So people didn't want to do that. So I sat back and thought about the percentage of people that was calling every month asking, do we just sell the frames? And I was like, First, I came out with Chrome Suspension Exchange right here. Revolutionized lowriding. I was the first person to do this. I was definitely the first person to ever advertise it, and it changed the game. So then I came out with custom rolling chassis built to go. You want one with candy purple, you want one with a gold beige pewter color, you want a silver chrome looking frame, you want a candy blue, or you just want the stock black. I got all that. I can make it your way, have it your way to go. Oh, you want a motor and trans on top of it too? You want a regular 350, or you want that new LS motor, the one that come out that new Corvette? All of a sudden now, it's not 20,000 no more, it's more like 50,000. So the game changed. And then I wasn't even tripping on the cars. I put this here just to give you an idea of what this was gonna look like. Because nobody in lowriding was showing people the frames or the suspensions. They was only showing people the completed cars, jumping up and down at the time, letting you know that I can make your car do this. I can make you be the jumping highest guy out there, whatever. So I came in and said, I could do this. I could bust down the 57 to where it is not one nut and bolt on there that's turnable that you need to take off. Why I did this is because people didn't think this was possible to put it back together. How about that? When they saw that I took this car completely apart like that and to put back on the frames later, they didn't even think that was possible to put it back together. I had a guy come in my shop every day to see, was I gonna do it right? Or was it even possible? Because others had told him, this is not possible. You take a car apart this far, it'll never be the same again, don't do it. So when they started seeing all my cars coming out immaculate and I'm shipping them all over the world, all of a sudden, the white guy turned around and bought me the cars, his cars. He started telling his buddies and they start bringing the cars. Next thing you know what happened? Other cats is losing money, losing business, so what they do? They start taking the cars all the way apart. Because that was a full restoration right there, taking the front end off of the car, but never taking it completely apart like this. So we was the ones who revolutionized this. But again, when I started building these cars and started selling these frames, it enabled me I can only get maybe 20 cars in one of my shops probably. But when I started building frames, I could get 40 frames in a shop. And that was a game changer because now I realized I'm making more money flipping frames, selling frames. I sell way more frames than I was selling cars. Because more people they can just say, hey, I don't want to do the exchange, TJ. Forget the exchange part, just delete the exchange. How much would you charge me just for the whole thing? No exchange period. I just want to buy it outright. I'm like, woo, that's going to be a pretty penny. They like, dude, I just want to keep it. I want to buy this thing with the motor and trans on it, take it, put it in my garage with a cover over it, and when I get ready to break my car down like that, it'll already be on deck and I can swap it over that weekend. I'm like, done deal, no problem. Man, I turned around, I started selling so many of these frames, it was ridiculous. But what was crazy was, this black down here was the standard. Everybody in lowriding had a black frame under their car. and in the beginning of times. The original frame with no paint on it was the main thing. So when we started taking it all the way apart and doing these frames like this, it was like, okay, give me that basic black. People was like, okay, cool. So that was like the big deal, basic black. So I had guys that came in, said, give me the basic black, bust the car all the way down like you did that 57 you had, and give me the basic black suspension, and put a couple of chrome pieces on there, and I'm cool, right? All of a sudden they come back to pick the car up, and they see, dude, is that candy purple you got in there with chrome all on it? I say, yeah. I said, but your car is ready to go, so go ahead and pay me and get on out of here with your car. And no, dude, I want you to take my car back apart, and I want it to be candy purple just like that one. I said, what? They said, yeah, I want you to do the candy purple with the chrome. I said, but your car is black. Why do you want a candy purple frame under the bottom of it? He said, paint the car candy purple too. I'm like, dude, you kidding me, right? You just gave me $60,000, $70,000 to build this car black on black. Now you said, man, don't even worry about all that, dude. How much are you gonna charge me to take it back apart and make it candy purple? It's like, give me another $70,000. Because now I gotta strip all this candy off. I gotta strip all this paint off and start all over. He was like, done. I was like, really? you know how many times that happened? When people started coming into my shop, they didn't come in and say, oh man, what other colors you got? They see that candy blue, oh, I want that same blue on my car. Dude, your car's white. Dude, I'm not tripping off. Make my car candy blue like that. I didn't know you can do that. So every time I started coming out with these colors, it was just mad money. People like, dude, go ahead and do my car over like that. I'm glad you just got started. I'm glad people took his car home yesterday, came back to pick up some wheels and noticed this candy blue frame. Said, dude, I'm gonna bring my car back tomorrow. I want you to do that same thing to my car. So what ended up happening was, it was fun at first doing that, but then it became annoying. So I'm thinking it's all about the money, but it turns out it's not all about the money. It's about getting these cars in and out. So all of a sudden I realized, I talked to the powder coater guy, and he gave me a color chart. So I take that color chart and put it in my shop on the wall, and I said, these are only for the frames, not just for the cars. These are powder coated frames. So guys would say, paint my car the same color. So this beige, this pewter beige here, this was that same color on the Boys in the Hood 63 convertible back in the days. So they see this color on this frame, but it was a little different though. So they see this color on this frame, it was like a gold basis, pewter looking color. They see that color on the frame, and they say, can you make the wheels match the same color? I say, yeah. Okay, what about painting the car the same exact color? I say, done, no problem. Next thing you know, boom, build me a car that matched that frame right there. Now the dude whose car it was, he come in and find out I'm building somebody else's like it, and he gets mad. So it's like, dude, everybody is I'm not the only one selling these colors. You're not the only one gonna be riding like that. But it's all about being the first one with it in low riding. So I made a lot of money building frames for people